G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. Last time around we made it to the White Marchers and to Stalwart Village, which is under attack by crag ogres, and they have been kicking my butt. In fact, one of the next fights I got to deal with literally caused me to reload and redo this section of the game. So that's why we're multiple ones through. Alright, so these guys just run in and get slaughtered. That's what I'm hearing. They're villagers. I'm not going to participate because my guys are not yet healed. And yet they in fact immediately run away. So maybe dealing with them right now is not the best plan. Okay, there are also more this way. So I think I need to try and deal with these guys up here.
Just say the word.
So I'm gonna try the tried and true death trap based strategy, which is to say tried and it's sometimes effective enough to give it a go anyway, where we sneak up here, we dump a trap, we sneak back, we in fact, let's try this, and then we go, hey you!
Hey.
And then when he tries to sneak past, we intercept. No,
Hey.
no, this one. Thank you. You knock him down, and you knock him down, and all of you murder them all. Okay, especially, so Aloth, you start with the murdering. You know what, actually, maybe a pet wolf would be fun. Dominated the wolf. Good. So now we keep killing this, and then the wolf will turn back, so... And then the wolf dies.
Just say the word.
Okay. I wanted to see if I could retrieve the trap.
Nice.
Apparently you might have? Not entirely sure. Okay, got those bits. Because the trap persists slightly into the fight. Alright. So, is there anything else up here? There's a map exit. If we wanted to just say, well, sure am done with this area and this fight. Okay. So now, I'm just going to make sure I quick save. Yes, you. So this is an area effect weapon. I want a cannon just so I can give it to someone. I mean, I kind of want to sneak attack with a cannon if I can.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
Oh wow, you're all by yourself? Really? That was a mistake. Buddy boy.
Dead on. Just say the word.
Yes. Didn't even get to stand back up after the crossbow knocked him down because magic crossbow. Oops. Tab's the thing I want to use. Good, camping supplies. That's what I want. I don't want this. Gimme. Okay. This seems like a better angle to try and deal with this from. Because what I can try and do is I can try and use this. Yeah, let's try this. So, yeah. Turn around. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Let's try it from up here. There we go. Okay. Adir, if you just stand to one side for a moment, I'm gonna put down another one of them big old trappy traps. And then what we do is we say, hello? Hello, Cannoneer!
You should run.
Ha! Stop sneaking. know what'd be great is if you could murder all of those guys for me. You. Puppeteer.
Say the word.
Stop sneaking. Move. And puppet. For me, I'm gonna need to change. That's not what I wanted to see. That is straight up murdering. Okay, you. Tentacles. Back here. Can you cast your spell? Tell me you're actually casting the spell. Oh, right. No. We'll cast it here. No, really? Fine. Cast the vortex here. Durance. You can cast us a nice spell. How about Shining Beacon? Cast it around here. Aloth, Durance, if you have not cast your frickin' spells, I will be very annoyed with you. And you don't want me annoyed with you. Okay, other things that I would like done. You cast another spell. You know what would be great? This one. Devotion. Aloth? Aloth, buddy. More fire. More balls. And some tentacles. Some tentacles? Durance. Let everyone heal. Everyone heal, Durance. Thank you. Now, Aloth, you better be casting those tentacles. In fact, Durance, you also better. Thank you. Now, cast other spells. What do we have? Though, Litany against minor afflictions, no. Okay. Killing blow, nah. Sagani, are you attacking? You better be attacking. Durance, you've got spells I can use. Ionic projection, yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, that sounds good. Aloth, you know what'd be good is if you weren't dying all the time. Fetid carcass is too long ranged. Necrotic launch is too short ranged. That'll hit people there. Fireball. Okay, Durance. Could you try healing everyone, please? Aloth, once you're done with that, could you try having a second wind? A deer. Aloth, you are second winding. Good. Now let's try. Oh, really? You're just gonna do that, are you? Well, if that's the case, let's try this again. Oh wow. That just... How are you not dead? No, really, like... If I were to grab you... Would you just die? No, apparently not. Somehow. I really do not like the Cannoneers, but how is he not dead? Seriously. Is it the frenzy or something?
You gotta take better care of Aloth.
Like, he's literally showing as having no health. Oh, right. Okay, now he's showing as having some health. If I were to projection now, would he die? And could I kill the rest of them that way? No. Don't you fucking dare. Fire against fear. Withdraw. No. Let's just do this one more time. Really? Can you just die? Seriously, how hard is it to die? Thank you.
Dead on.
Okay. You guys. Okay. Can I puppeteer one of you?
Thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Thank you. Now, can I do anything else? What if I were to silent scream here? Endurance, can you second wind, please? Thank you. You, can you second wind? Really? You're already back with us. Endurance. It would be really great if you were to just kill him. Shining beacon. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. Winning strike? Wounding shot, yes. You, do you have any potions? Did I think to give you any? No. Sagani, no, I didn't think to give you any either. Yes! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Durance, 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 buddy, pal, mate. No, no, do not heal him. Do not, whatever you do, heal the frickin' cannoneer. Now everyone murder this guy. Oh, this is definitely not as close as I would like. Or rather, this is definitely much closer than I would like. Because god damn it, I do not like this. How about you burn? The cannons just do so much damage! Ah! Everyone get up! Aloth is literally nearly dead. And we were just moved? Okay. You're the one Ranneko sent for. She'll want to speak with you. Her house is just up the way next to Gref's Rest. The messenger pants, waving smoke away from his face.
Katie's house is burning! Hurry! They're both in there! Help!
Oh look,
Coming down.
Aloth is at 7. The roof of this hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut's threshold you see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. The air feels thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Withstanding the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. Let's send in Tthe. Tthe leaps over the burning threshold, plunging out of sight behind a wall of smoke. Inside the house, fire has pitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It is hard to see even a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. Crouch down to avoid the smoke. Tthe moves onward through a haze of heat and soot. The hut groans and shifts as the blaze grows. With a mighty groan, the burning beam comes crashing down. Caught off guard, Tthe is pinned by the heavy log. Push the beam away. Tthe is still able to push the beam away because he's tough. Excellent. A sudden flashover singes Tthe's arms. It doesn't stop Tthe, but the pain steadily grows. Pressing forward, Tthe comes at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, source of the faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fires first. To the right, a woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She is small and the rubble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight of outside. Let's examine the situation to the left. Okay, so please help me. He can't. Turn away to help the woman. Use a pry bar to clear the rubble off of the woman. And we did that. He heaves her free. Turn to help the man. Try to reach the man through the flame. Can't. Okay, fine. Darkness descends, and okay, because I had him hesitate, it was lost. Both of them. Interesting. I was sure that thing was coming down and taking a friend with it. Too bad about Lurgle and Katie. You look like you could use a drink. Take this over here, Frickson, and have one on me. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, but we don't have the skills. Wow, critical fatigue, concussion, you name it. My guys have it. I think we're gonna have to rest. And we let 2 people die. Well, aren't we heroes today? Running Guild is here. And then I guess we'll rest. You see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument. Both wear clothes streaked with blood and dirt. The man turns to the woman, a fresh cut visible below his eye.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone.
She holds up a hand, which is missing the final joint of the ring finger, but it's her voice, sharp and steely, that silences the young man. As he glowers at his toes, she turns to you with dark circles under her eyes and a smile pulled taut across her thin lips.
The deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Abidan knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
She shoots the young man a brief but stern glare. He pulls a knife from his belt and an apple from his pocket and sets to work. Charming place like this? Can't imagine why you don't see more visitors.
Don't waste your time.
She folds the map in her hand with a quick, merciless pinch.
Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good.
I can see that being a problem.
But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
Mm-hmm. Her eyes shine, and for an instant she looks like a much younger woman. How the mighty have fallen. What an era that must have been for the White March.
Transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
Never heard of
Of
it.
course. Been over 200 years since anyone's felt so much as a summery breeze near it.
She smooths the creased map.
I'm hoping you can do something about that.
She ignores the young man who shakes his head at the crackling logs. Me? Work a forge? I've never done anything like
I'm
that.
not asking you to work the White Forge. I want you to find it.
Oh,
We've
really?
been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Well, tell me about these other people.
Have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone.
So I assume you have another way in?
The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
Why the sudden interest in the White
We're an old
Forge?
mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn.
She thumps the sturdy wooden wall with her fist.
Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper.
Ah, the classic problems of a global economy.
But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
She folds her arms and gives you a stiff nod. The young man says nothing, but he tosses a sliver of the apple peel in the fireplace. And that's why you need my help.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers.
Fair enough.
But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
Why is Durgan steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
In her enthusiasm, Ranneko shifts on the balls of her feet. She props one bent arm on the other, pointed distractedly towards the eaves of the house. If you had a suit of armor made out of that, I bet people would get tired of trying to stab you after a while and just give up.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
How's it no one's gotten in to Durgan's battery yet?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility? It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense.
She folds her arms, shaking her head at the pitted floorboard.
But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
Ranneko trades off, and for a moment the room is silent but for the popping and crackling of the fire. What happened to the battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
She waves a mangled hand in a broad crescent, averting her gaze.
Killed each other off, or so the old books say.
He glares at Ranneko through hooded
Plenty of
eyes.
tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after. Moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
I don't see why you need a fancy forge to make good steel.
Someone talking sense.
He raises his knife and a half-peeled apple to the fire in a dramatic gesture of exasperation.
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive.
She glares at Uldric even while she speaks to you.
No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace. Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use.
Tell me about the
Pargrin's
dwarves.
a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
Dwarf Romani, I guess. Alright. Any idea where I should
Battery's
begin?
up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
Okay.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
Uldric says in a breezing tone, but Ranneko falls silent suddenly, consternation hardening the lines on her face. He smiles and draws his knife across the apple again.
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
He looks over his shoulder at you and Ranneko. And by Animance's flimsy standards, that makes him an expert, does it? He folds his arms.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
She crosses her arms and crumples a page in one tightening fist. You seem flustered all of a sudden. Did you do something to anger you?
He and the rest of the town. He knows better than to linger at our gates.
What happened?
Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valian academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
I see.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since.
I see.
Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all.
She raises a great eyebrow at him. How many parties have you lured here? Uldric shrugs and turns back to the fire.
Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to flames that whisper. Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
He pops an apple wedge into his mouth and chews it aggressively.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
He makes to toss another slice of peel into the fire, but he fumbles and drops his knife. He bends to pick it up, cursing. Okay. What does Matron have to do with anything?
The brawl outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls.
Yeah, but they're a pain in the butt to kill.
Also, Baragons like to have
Have you
the
seen
last
Allah?
expedition found.
He's not in a good way.
Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
She crosses her arms and looks over to Uldric.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Got it.
Before you leave town, stop by the Graves Rest. Most visitors to
Graves,
Starwood spend
okay.
some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
I don't know about you, but I'm partial to something. Actually, I wanted to
What's on
ask
your
you about
mind?
something. What happened to the last expedition?
They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask. I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over.
She shakes her head as if dislodging a bad dream.
Wish I could tell you more.
Perhaps we'll find more in the battery itself, yes? He nods at you with a guarded look.
What's on your mind?
Alright, I think we're done here. So that is clearly the goal. Stealing, and lockpicking. Let me see something. Wow. You guys are not very perceptive. I like it. So, of course, we're going to finish this up with stealing from the people that invited us here because I want things. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Hey,
Just say the word.
And yeah, I'll take your stuff. Selected correspondences of Giftbringer Eden. I'm not going to try and read that on the air. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Interesting things to have on your
Can
desk,
do.
I should say. This is where we steal the things. Come on. Really? Damn it.
I'll have this open in no time. As promised.
At least I can unlock it. I can't take the things. Ooh, a very nice pistol. That's pretty neat. Stalwart Bony. Okay, so it's just stalwart money. Interesting. Well, kind of neat, but
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't take it when they can see me. When they can't see me, then I would take it. Definitely. No questions asked. Alrighty. Well, I think we'll leave it there. We've got our quest. We've stolen some things. So next time we will go to the inn and we will rest up. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button, just in case you need it.